From Minute Maid Park in Houston, we've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Houston Astros. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done through sport. But for me, as a black player, when I think about Jackie Robinson and I think about the connection of such a great player and all of the adversity that he had to endure, baseball's hard enough just to play, but then everything sort of on the field, off the field, and how he persevered through that, so inspiring.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. About to get started here. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Hunter Brown.
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year, a sub 350 ERA, and guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos, they're dominating, but when you can have that kind of consistency, you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year, opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Michael Harris in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Called strike right there. So now 1-2. And another ball. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground is short. Tosses to first. One up, one down. Here's the Atlanta Braves lineup. Collectively, they're swinging the bats really well right now, Chris, scoring a lot of runs.
Indeed, it seems to be contagious right now. Top to bottom of this lineup, they just seem to be feeding off of one another. One thing I watched in their batting practice is, although they've been scoring a lot of runs lately, they're still paying attention to the details. A lot of balls back up the middle the other way, and that's really the building block for great offensive production.
Jurickson Profar in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Next offering upstairs.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
This one in the air, right field. Myers under it. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, the left fielder.
2 outs, base is empty. Marcell Ozuna now at the plate. Right through there for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Next offering misses down and away. Fastball for a strike. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Down in order go the Braves. Now here come the Astros. No score. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. Getting the nod in this one, Spencer Strider.
Well, the key for him usually centers around his ability to command all 4 of his pitches. I mean, he can get by with 3 if one isn't working, but it becomes a little tougher to keep hitters guessing, especially when you start to get through the second and third time through the order. So we'll see how he incorporates all of his stuff into this one.
And a pitch. Jose Altuve stands in here, takes ball 1 low.
He's a master at hitting fastballs. You need to be careful with location if you're going to throw them.
The 1-0. Got a good eye there.
Ball. Okay.
And that's outside, but it's 3-0.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And there's the automatic. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. There's the strike. Altuve on at first. Nobody out. That one ripped. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
That is good.
Now we check out the Astros lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Oh, Boog, I think when you got a guy that's this talented on the mound, you got to find ways to disrupt his rhythm, make him uncomfortable a little bit. The guys that can handle the bat and perhaps, bunt for a base hit, get him moving off the mound. If you're in the box and he seems to be just in a flow, step out, mess up his timing, somehow try to get in his head a little bit. And then when he does come in the zone, you may only get one pitch. You better not miss it.
Man at first, one away. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Righty to the plate. Swings through that one for strike 2. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. The pitch. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now it's Christian Walker. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And takes low for ball 1. Kicks and fires. Fought off foul. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Nice grab to first, and very nicely done for the out. 1 left for Houston. We played an inning, no score. second inning set to go. Now it's the right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Here comes a pitch.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent, so much fun to watch.
Righty delivers. That one the other way. Fires over to first. And quickly one away in the second.
The third baseman, Austin Riley.
Here's Austin Riley. That one catches the corner for a strike.
Riley used to be a pitcher back in the day, Boog. In fact, fans used to give him a hard time in his rookie ball days because he stopped.
Swing and a ball hammered left field. Gone. Austin Riley goes deep. His fourth home run of the season. The Braves score first. It's 1-0.
The one thing the pitcher didn't want to happen just happened. That's not an easy one to stomach. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One down. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Matt Olson. That one's in there, 0-1. Olson batting sixth in today's lineup. And he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Here's the 0-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
Larry Bullard making the calls behind the plate for us in this one. Pretty good strike zone. Well reviewed by those we talked to around the league.
Yeah, he's an umpire. He doesn't get a lot of looks from players, maybe here and there once in a while, but he's appreciated back there. The next offering misses. And a count 2-1. Fans don't really understand the familiarity and relationship players and coaches have with umpires. I mean, you see them a lot.
Yeah, but they're all out there trying to do their best and perform at a high level. So when you respect that, I think over time you can develop a relationship with them.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it, and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-finger fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Two down, nobody on. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. Next pitch is downstairs.
It's a good take.
Next offering way off the plate. Two outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He swung over top of the curveball. Braves get one on the big fly. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Yainer Diaz. Strider back to work. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
In the air, left field. Ozuna should have it. And there's one down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Number 42 now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Now one missed.
1-1.
The Braves leading by a run, bottom half of inning number 2. Wouldn't chase that time. And another ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Ground ball left side. And foul ball. One down, base is empty. And there's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Jeremy Pena, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Okay.
And a pitch. Out in front and foul to the left side. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So first and second with 1 man gone. Isaac Paredes now. That misses. Ball 1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
And a pitch. Fastball for a strike. That catches the zone for a strike. And the count is 1-2. Slides, but it gets by him. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now a great opportunity to at least tie up this game with something like a sac fly or an error in the infield. But another hit to the outfield could absolutely end it.
Jake Myers in the box now. Takes strike 1. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got a tie ball game. Not sure what he was thinking up there. Strikeout looking is the last thing you want to see. Now you got to hope the next guy can pick you up and come through with the blue 2-out hit.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Line, and that's a base hit. 1 runs in.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. And now the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, right side. He handles it himself. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We head on now to the top of the third. It's the Astros 2 and the Braves 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And now, Orlando Arcia. The right-hander back to work.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
On the ground to third. Slings it across. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting up, the second baseman, Ozzie Albies.
Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
Next offering is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. And a couple of quick outs.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Michael Harris next up for the Braves. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Two outs. There's a strike. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Outside low. Now 2-2. And a pitch. Stays alive.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player you want to look up and
He's got it. And that is out number 3. One left for Atlanta. They're down 2-1. As we go to the last of the third. Here's Jordan Alvarez. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And a strike in there.
not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
0-2.
swinging. Now one away.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to whereas you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it. And not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
And here is Christian Walker. Ozuna ranging back. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch.
Now batting, catcher, Diaz.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Yainer Diaz. Fly to left his first time. Fastball in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
1 strike.
And it's fouled away. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for Houston as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here at Minute Maid Park, here's Marcell Ozuna.
All around, I think if you asked anyone in this organization who's the best hitter in the lineup, they would say him.
The line to kick the pitch. Here's the strike.
You know, these Braves showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
In there at the knees, 1-2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
He's been swinging it really well lately. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Grounded out his first time up. And a big swing and a miss. Late swing fouled off.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly what the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. He's already homered here in this one.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
This one driven, deep center field, on its way, home run. A gigantic blast. His second home run of the game, and they add a couple more. It's 3-2. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
One down. Here's Matt Olson. First pitch doesn't find the zone. One of the things that helped Olsen in 2023, a stance adjustment, and that as well kept him more balanced for less swing and miss. Still only one out here in the inning. Just missed. Brown. Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
One down, base is empty. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Murphy takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. And another ball.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Smoked on the ground a second. Altuve slings to first. And the inning is over. Braves pick up 2 on the long ball. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Houston, ready to go, bottom 4. Now here's the Astros designated hitter, number 42. The wind of the pitch. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Ball to strike. The pitch. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Got him swinging. So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena. Singled and scored his first time. The shortstop takes a ball. That's a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1 out, base is empty. The other way. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And now Isaac Paredes. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one backed up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach, paying off.
And now here is Jake Myers. Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And that's going to be ruled a swing. Just missed. The Braves up by a run. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. A little bit high. 2-1. And there's a ball. Jose Altuve in the on-deck circle. Two outs. swings and he can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Back-to-back base hits. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Jose Altuve will hit next.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
Arcia whips it to first, and they get Altuve for the out. That's out number 3. 2 left for the Astros. They're down 3-2. Great to have you with us here on Jackie Robinson Day. Ready now for the 5th inning. Here's Orlando Arcia. The wind of the pitch. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Singy here on Jackie Robinson Day. What comes to mind?
Courage. I think about what Jackie Robinson had to endure to be a Major League Baseball player, what he had to deal with in society, but also what he had to deal with in his own clubhouses. To be able to go out there and do that day in and day out, man, that just speaks courage to me.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He was a strikeout victim his first time. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1. Albies, multi-time All-Star, 27 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. The pitch. And down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Left-hand batter waits. Out to short, Pena. Third out, that ends the frame. Braves are set down 1-2-3, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Here in Houston, John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Mauricio Dubon. The pitch. And a good eye there. And another ball. Just missed. Yordan Alvarez waits on deck. That's in for a strike. This one in the air. Albies gets under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Now it's Yordan Alvarez, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. And the righty deals. Strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Next pitch misses. And a count 1-2. Wouldn't chase that time. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Chris, third time through the order and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
And next to hit for Houston, Christian Walker. And that is cut on and missed. It's 0-1.
One strike.
Two down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first and no swing, says James Kingsley.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
Two down, nobody on. Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the number 2 hitter, Jurickson Profar. The wind and the pitch. Just missed.
1-0.
Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. And that's off the inside edge. 2-2. Just misses with that one.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Payoff pitch. Out to short. Whips it to first. Profar is out. Digging in, Marcell Ozuna. 1 for 2. Fastball for a strike.
Calling it bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Ball 1 there. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Lance McCullers Jr. appears to be getting loose. France also throwing. One down, base is empty. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
And there's a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Everything came together for him. Nice job at driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Now here is Austin Riley. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
one.
In the dirt. To second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We go to the bottom half of inning number 6, and the 5, 6, 7 slots do up. It's the Braves 3 and the Astros 2. Bottom of the inning. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. Strider back to work. That's in there. Strike one. Just off the outside edge. And here it comes. Late on that fastball.
1-2.
Line drive. Could be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. And, man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you have everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So now the Astros designated hitter. A strikeout and a walk. Fastball for a strike. At the belt and fires. Breaking ball inside. 1-1. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Pierce Johnson preparing to come on if needed. Lee getting cranked up as well. And that misses off the outside edge. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Man at second. And another ball. Bounce to the right side. And that one handled in plenty of time to first. One away, bottom of the 6th.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. This is what stat nerds like myself might call a high leverage situation.
Yeah, but not sure what the numbers say, but clearly an at-bat that could change the course of this game dramatically.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Pitch misses, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Kicks and fires. And that one fouled off. The 1-2. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Low throw, and he can't take it out.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
With the go-ahead run at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. Next pitch is outside. Runner on the go. And the count 1-2. The pitch. And that's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Pena stands at first with 1 out. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Jake Myers to bat next. Three balls, 2 strikes the count. That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
Jake Myers up next for the Astros. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw. Save. Chris's wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Misses off the plate. Now 2-0.
Love how this guy grinds out at bats. I mean, he's down there at the bottom of the lineup in the 9-hole, but he's worked himself in a really good hitter's count, trying to pick up a 2-out RBI.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2-1. Way out front for strike 2. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that'll keep more runs from coming in. Inning over.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Lance McCullers Jr.
And he's had a really hard time throwing strikes so far this season. His walk rate is up there among the worst in the league for relievers.
Now the third baseman, Austin Riley.
The third baseman.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with 1 swing.
And he deals. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1.
You know, these Braves, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
And 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. Just missed. One down, base is empty. Up the middle. Now Altuve handles it. Tosses to first. And Olson is set down.
Up next for Atlanta, the catcher, Sean.
Here's Sean Murphy. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing. But it's that big arm that really stands out. Out to short. Pena sends it to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Braves go down quickly here, so no change in the score. It's 3-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Bryce Elder. This is his 5th appearance of the year. So the batting order turns over. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. The pitch. And a good eye there. Just missed. Righty to the plate. Swings and misses. And a count 2-1. Hard hit right side. Tosses to first. And they get Altuve for the out.
Now the center fielder, Mauricio.
So next up for Houston, Mauricio Dubon. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. Gathers and throws to first. And that quickly, 2 away. Now the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
And there's the strike. That one is upstairs.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. And a pitch. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. A massive home run. 3rd home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 4-3.
That right there is a game changer, and it might end up being the most important swing of the game. No doubt in my mind, just about everybody in this ballpark holding their breath on that one. I tell you, just barely snuck it inside the foul pole, and talk about a huge swing. That's it in this ball game. Could be the biggest swing of this ball game. We'll see.
Next to hit, Christian Walker. On the ground to the left. Could be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. The throw in. And he'll pull into second with 2 gone.
Man, he just absolutely turned on that one. Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Next to hit, Yainer Diaz. 1 for 3. And a foul ball, third base side. Walker on at second with 2 down. Line drive. He's got it. And that'll end the inning. Yordan Alvarez goes yard for Houston. It's now a 4-3 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Now in for the Braves, Orlando Arcia. Here comes a pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
Right through there for a strike. 2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter into the 0-2 count. You're up there at the plate. You got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 0-2. And that one missing low.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's off the mark. 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this eighth inning. Down one, any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
Now here is Ozzie Albies. 0-1. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the eighth. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Not even close there. Going to count 1-2. And the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the third straight at-bat.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Back to the top of the lineup, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris. Holding on to a one-run lead here in game one of this three-game set. Good eye right there.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2 outs. Off the mark there. And it's 2-1. Late with the swing there.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Braves. And the Braves go down quietly. Score holds at 4-3. And we're back. Bottom of the eighth. And now the DH, number 42. Elder, 24 years old. And he was a 5th-round pick in 2020. And that's outside. And it's 1-0. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Next offering down low and in the dirt. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. He hammers one out to right. Third home run of the season, and they tack on to their lead. It's 5-3.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Pierce Johnson will come in.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. Just missed.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that's downstairs and outside. Back and forth we go. A seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Pitch is in there, and the count is even 2-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. One away on a drop third strike.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Isaac Paredes up next for the Astros. Oh, he hit him. And that got him pretty flush.
Fastball right there smoked him in the leg. At least it's in the leg and not in the wrist or the hand, but it still hurts, man.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. And stepping in for the Astros, Jake Myers. And a foul ball. Johnson fires. In the air, left field, down the line. Ozuna ranging after it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Astros, the second baseman, Jose.
Man at first. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First pitch, and he just misses. Swings through that one for strike 1. Pierce Johnson fires. So now 1-2.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that is that. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Josh Hader.
Oh, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan, more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
And a little something extra at stake in this at-bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Inside, just missed.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Here's a 1-2.
That's the ball.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Kicks and deals. And it skips into dirt. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And that one hammered, makes his way towards it. And one hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight. This is a guy that no pitcher wants to face right now, especially with runners on base. I mean, he's doing all the little things right, and it just seems like he's in cruise control at the plate.
And the batter now, Marcell Ozuna. Swung on, belted. And it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard. The run scores from second, back within one. It's 5-4.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Just about got it out of here down the line to left. So I'm sure he wishes he could have put a little more behind it, but he's got to feel good about that missile off the wall.
Substitution being made at first. Braves going with a pinch runner. Number 42. No outs. Runner at first. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike one.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
And a pitch. Way inside.
This is the guy they turn to get the most important outs of the ball game, but they're going to make him work to get this save.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike two.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Here's a 1-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now at the plate, Austin Riley. Gets him to chase after that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
And now it's even up.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And here it comes. That misses the zone, and that's ball three. Matt Olson up next. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. He walked in, and that will keep things going.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
The Astros turn to a new arm of the mound, number 42. This is his first appearance of the season. Matt Olson up to the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And that's a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
The pitch. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. In the air, right field, on his way in. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
So it's their last chance in this one. So here's Murphy now. Ripped on a line. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. One runs in. Headed for the plate. The relay throw. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. A rally in the top of the 9th, and we've got a whole new ball game. We're all tied up 5-5. Now into the ball game on defense, Jared Kellner. He'll be out in left field. Here's the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon. Johnson back to work. And that's outside. Right-handed reliever. And that one in the air center field. And out number 1 on the grab.
Up next to the Astros. No less.
So next up for Houston, Yordan Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Angel Perdomo getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Iglesias, the right-hander, also getting loose. All tied up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Fastball in for a strike. And a count 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. Fouls it off, still 1-2. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches by one hitter.
Base is empty, 1 away here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Just missed. Fastball for a strike. And that one a little below the knees. 2-1. Swing and a miss. Just misses. 3-2 now. Yainer Diaz hitting on deck circle. Trying to send this to extra innings. Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. And a pitch. Struck him out without a swing. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. 1-2-3 go the Astros. This ball game still tied 5-all. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're in extras here. Now it's going to be Orlando Arcia. As the lefty gets to work. That one the other way. Oh, great grab on the dive.
Great diving catch on the line drive, and the ground does not cause a fumble. Great athleticism on that play right there.
Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Extra innings certainly had a different feel starting in 2020 with a new rule placing a runner on second to begin the inning, and that forced teams to rethink their strategy in extra frames.
Yeah, much less margin for error, and Boog, to your dismay, not much sacrifice bunting. Teams usually try for the big inning.
Certainly not that much bunting for the road team as they try and play for the big inning, but for the home team, if the road team doesn't score, you'll see the home team bunt sometimes. Up the middle. Now Altuve handles it. Throws to first in time. And Albies is retired.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a hit, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat, especially when you're playing extra innings.
Harris in the box now. Takes strike one.
As a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score from third. They've got the lead 6-5.
Comes through with the RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
So 2 down. Now batting Jurickson Profar. Step off, throw to first. Harris gets back easily. That's outside. 1-0. And another ball. The Astros have some action in their pen. Taylor Scott up and loosening in the pen. Wisniewski warming up as well. Two outs. Just missed. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 8-5.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Taylor Scott. He's pitching on 2 days rest. 2 outs, nobody on. Jared Kellner next up for the Braves. And that's in for a strike. Left-hand hitter waits.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break.
And down on strikes he goes. And that is that. So they get 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 was a home run. No errors, and nobody left on. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. It's the Braves 8 and the 5. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Raisel Iglesias.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always...
Yainer Diaz digs in now. The pitch. And that one's a little bit low. And that's ball 1. Inside, almost got him.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Man at second. And a foul ball. Makes the count 2-1. And the pitch. There's a swing and a drive. Kellner going back. And it's off the wall. Around third. The relay to the plate. The tag out.
That really hurts right there. This is no time to gamble. When you're down in the ball game, you've got to be sure if you're going to advance a runner or even try to score right there that you're going to be safe. Just a poor decision.
Now here's the Astros designated hitter. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
Diaz, the runner at second with 1 away. Good eye in that spot. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Here's a 1-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next to the
Astros down to their last out. And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. First pitch misses.
1 ball. No strike.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, at that velocity, if that's all you're seeing, 88, you can handle that all day long. That's what you get in batting practice. But off the velocity of the fastball, that is a very tough pitch to adjust to.
1 strike away. Popped up under this one. He's got it. Ball game. And the Braves take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
And this one ends with the score 8-5. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
the final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 8 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 4 runners on base. For the Astros, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.